This is Jason Collington, editor of the Tulsa World. I'm here with Jimmy Trammell. He has written two profiles while we recognize Tulsans of the Year in 2024. Jimmy, the one that you wrote a profile on is Clark Wiens, who is the major force behind the Circle Cinema. The Circle Cinema has an incredible history, some of it not great, before Clark Wiens got a hold of it. Tell us, what has he been able to do not only this year, but for the past several years to earn this honor?
Well, Circle Cinema is celebrating a 20th year as an art house theater in Tulsa. Prior to that, Circle Cinema had been, many things, just a regular theater. It's been through many incarnations, but through Clark, who was a co-founder of Circle Cinema being an art house theater, and he'd be the first to share the credit with everyone else who's been involved, because that's how he
is. How he is. Yeah.
But he is a Tulsan of the Year because he was a co-founder of making Circle Cinema an art house theater, a gathering place for people to come to enjoy cultural events. And through Circle Cinema, so many actors and events have been in Tulsa. Ethan Hawke, who we mentioned in another of these videos, was here to do a premiere for one of his movies that his daughter was in not long ago. It was this year. But I just can't imagine a Tulsa without Circle Cinema, because it has become such a cultural touchstone of the community. And in fact, different destinations, but Danny O'Connor of the Outsiders House Museum was listing the reasons why he would live in Tulsa as opposed to LA, where he was from originally. And he says, I've got everything I need here. And he mentioned this, that, the other, and, oh, by the way, Circle Cinema. What else do I need?
Well, in Tulsa's history, we did have a very rich history for a long time of several theaters downtown that were not only destinations, but they were places that were really, really, really popular. And then, of course, the downtown theater scene kind of went away for years. They became all of them were destroyed except for this one. And luckily, we found some people who, can spell preservation, have got it back. And now, I've sat there and done a panel discussion over a documentary about journalism there. There's all kinds of different shows that come there, but it's also the local programming, right? It's not just a show, it's a show and also an opportunity to sit there and sometimes meet the actors, meet the directors, or actually have a community discussion on an important topic.
I'm so glad you brought this up, because Clark Wiens, when we talk, he mentioned, one, the power of film, and two, the power of speaking. And people will understand when they read the story about Clark being a Tulsan of the Year. But the power of film and the power of speaking, for better or worse, are why he always has a speaking component with big events at Circle Cinema. And I'm hinting at this, but the story is about Clark, but it's also a Trojan horse to tell a story about his father and why Clark is involved, why Clark has embraced film and these things we've talked about.
Well, I always call it a Jimmyism. There's always a line in a Jimmy Trammell story that makes me smile a little bit. You've had several of them this year that have stuck with me. And I can't wait to find out what that Jimmyism is in this story. Jimmy, thank you for talking with us. And again, you'll be able to see this story and all the stories of the Tulsans of the Year in 2024 at tulsaworld.com.
Thank you.